Hello guys, what is going on? I'm Nosda and welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be doing a review for Multiple Man. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, link in the description, but if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I had some skepticism towards whether I'm actually going to be doing a review about this or not. And I said on Twitter that I was going to be going to the comic book store. I had on my list to buy using an app on my phone, but I didn't know whether I was going to buy it or not, so I read the first few pages and I'm like, this is piqued my interest. This seems interesting because I also realized that it was an X-Men comic. I didn't know whether it was just like a Marvel comic that was very standalone or not. But because it's an X-Men, I know nothing about this character. So click away now if you don't want to see like a noob's interpretation of what this is. I don't know anything about his past. I know very little about the X-Men in general. Like I wrote in my notes as well because I was actually reading this outside because it's like 30 degrees. So I read this about 2 hours ago now, so I'm just reading through my notes as I'm going through this review. But I said in my remotes, you know, I don't know I know a lot of the X-Men in this issue, but I don't know all of them. All my knowledge is from the movies. I've seen all the movies, but I don't know every single X-Men, or I might have forgotten one or two or whatever. So just bear with me on that sort of stuff. But then again, the people who watch my videos seem to be very, inclusive with that sort of stuff, and do actually help me out in the comments. So if you want to be one of those people, then please leave a comment down below with anything that I missed or anything that you might think will help me out. So the cover in general is just is plain, and I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know why I like it. It just seems sort of kind of old school, especially with the way the actual Multiple Man is drawn. Like I won't be able to get the detail too well on that, but I really like the way he's drawn. Honestly, it just seems to be the detail in like the shadowing and the lighting just seems to be very heavy-handed, and that's not like a problem or anything, but I do find it to be really really cool, and I like the aesthetic of it. But just in general, the it seems to be very very old school. Like I say, just in general, it just seems to be very very old school. I'm not a huge fan of that, but if you saw my sort of like haul video of Birmingham Film and Comic Con, I did pick up quite a few old comics, and I genuinely did enjoy not the nostalgia because I didn't really read comics back then because I don't think I was born. Yeah, I don't think I was born then because they switched out the old paper for the new paper around 1996 for most comics, I think. But it just feels like I don't know. It just feels nice. It feels nice and warm. It feels like there's a lot more heart to it when it's this sort of style. Because if we just look at Beast in general, he just seems very very old school. From the stuff I've seen in the past, like I've read a few X-Men comics. Like I just haven't read anything recently. Like the only thing I've read is like trades with tying stuff, with tying stuff like Civil War, Infinity Gauntlet, stuff like that. But overall, like I said, the art is fine. It's a bit muted. It's not too eye catching, but like I said, I kind of enjoy the aesthetic. I'm not too certain how I feel about it yet. This is the first thing I wrote down before I forget this amazing line. Mindfuckery at its best, and I love it. Dupes and time travel, what the fuck, is what I wrote down, because that is what this is, and I'm very very happy that I actually picked it up because it escalates so quickly. Like it goes like 60, maybe even 65% of the issue, and all of a sudden he's faced with this just like imminent threat of death, something which he's been staving off for a long time. This dupe, who is not actually like the main Multiple Man, has been he's a science version of him, and he's been trying to stop this from happening for so long. And when Beast, someone who even Multiple Man proclaims is more scientific than himself, says he can't do anything, he goes to drastic measures, knocks out one of his fellow X-Men and goes on a time traveling adventure, which hopefully we might see in like flashbacks later on. Like I assume because this is a time traveling story, going back in time, and the fact that it only happened for like 2 pages and then he's back, that's just the beginning of it. Throughout the next however many issues, maybe 20 plus, maybe even 30 plus, depending, it doesn't have to do with this particular arc. It just has to do with people from the future or people that he's affected by going to the future, coming back, and he's having to deal with them. That's the usual generic future storyline trope that happens. Like he's just got to deal with people who's affected through time traveling. Honestly, that's kind of it. Like that, I just really wanted to talk about the art style because I noticed how unique it was, and I just want to talk about, like, I don't really know too much about the X-Men, and also it's just a bit bloody mental, isn't it? I think it is anyway. Definitely. I feel like this was a very good first issue because people like me who know nothing are definitely going to be like, I want to know. I want to know something. I want to know everything now just because of what just happened. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, anyway, like I said, click on my Twitter in the description to follow me. I do Twitter stuff, like comic mini reviews, stuff like that. Usually before the comics come out, and also I tell people when videos are uploaded and stuff like that. But yeah, that's great for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all good stuff, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.